Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to Shalom to the elect. Let's push this word throughout the four corners of the earth. And just quick lesson, basically on the fact that we have, being in this troop, we have we already have the playbook, you know. Just like before going into battle, as an analogy, we already have the playbook. Those who are in the knowledge and in the know, Bella's here in Great Millstone. Chiefly, we already have the playbook. Now, the playbook really is used in the game of football, and I'm making the analogy because if you have basically a playbook of the other opponent or the other team and what the coach and the team are going to try to execute against you, you have a one-up. Or basically you have, it will be considered cheating, if you will. All right? Or whatever, the fact that you know what that opponent is going to do, you're going to be most likely to come out the winner. And that's what here at Great Millstone, brothers, man, hopefully we're going to come out to be the winner. And it's here's just pretty simple scriptures on how that hang on. That's rooted scriptures on as walking in this truth, what we can go back to. And it's the knowledge that we retain that we need to execute. Now we have the playbook. We just need to execute the strategy. So, that's what we're preparing for. Lord willing, that we're continuing to endure in this thing. It's the book of Matthew 22. It's the book of Matthew 22 and 37. Start 35. And then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Yahushai said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy brother, or Salakia. It says neighbor here, but I basically substituted for y'all, because that word neighbor means brother. It says thy neighbor as thyself. One of these commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So the prophets, we are the prophets. These commandments hang all of the law, hang all the ballots. So we're fulfilling all the laws through these two great commandments. And that's the knowledge, okay? That's the playbook, okay? And, what we're going to do on offense and what we're going to do on defense. Now, we can't keep all the laws, of course. Obviously, to the best of our ability, we do, right? And just like, when I wrestled, if I know my opponent that I'm going to wrestle this next weekend, and it's the beginning of the week, Monday, and I get the rundown, or I get told information by somebody that, hey man, your opponent that you wrestling this weekend, he's been losing a lot of weight, he's cutting a lot of weight, he's going to be tired, he's going to be drained. All right, he's barely making the pounds to weigh in. So you're going to have the upper advantage. You're going to have the upper advantage on the guy. So what are you going to do? You're going to be pretty anticipated on usurping your authority over that man, because you're more in shape. You're more you're gonna be fairly in a greater position to beat him. Now the outcome is up to, whatever the outcome is what it is. But you going into the battle, you're gonna be ready, and that's like with us coming in to the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. We're gonna be, uh, you know, we're gonna be on the level of being ready for it, or embracing for the fall, this little hell. I'm not gonna say little hell, but there's basically hell that we're gonna go through. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. And now we've learned that in the truth. We learned that to keep his commandments, and through keeping his commandments, we become connected to our power, which is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That's the whole conclusion. So we have the conclusion. When we're looking at the playbook, we're looking at the script. We have to we look at it like, what at the end of the day. That's Jake. That's Jake's. That's Negroes and Latinos' favorite phrase, at the end of the day. But for real, at the end of the day, what are we supposed to do? Keep the commandments. And that's the whole duty of man. That's the whole duty of a prophet. So, we have the playbook. We already have the playbook, and we're ready just to execute what we've learned. And through this truth, it helps you even learn things besides the scriptures. It helps you learn about yourself, because going into the world, you don't figure out really you don't know yourself so much, because you're not spending time by yourself and learning what is good and best for you. What do you allow? What do you boundaries? Because in the truth, it helps you search things out and be diligent. And hold on, let me get this precept. 1 John 5 and 3. And for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So while we're keeping the commandments, it's not grievous to us. So it's not looked at as something that's holding us back, or something that's is bringing us down, because it's not bringing us down. It's making us better. It's making us a better person. It's making us a better servant for the Lord, a new creature. So and what to say? So I said, and that's and that's our whole duty. Quick examine thyself. Second Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourself whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own self? How that Yahushua Mashiach is in you, except you be reprobate. So, knowing yourself, like I mentioned, know yourself, knowing, examining yourself, checking yourself out. What do you need to be doing, and what do you need to be excluding from your life? And the people of this world, and when we were in the world, we couldn't do these things because we were distracted. We were following a stupid religion, where we were, being niggas, being gangsters, being witches and warlocks, being filthy, like a reprobate. And that's what a reprobate does. He doesn't understand, basically himself. He's playing a character. He's living according to society, or what other people want him to be. And hey, we know what like I said, we know what the playbook says. Do A, B, and C, and D to get all the way to Z. So we already know it. We know the prophecies. That's the most we know. We don't know exactly when we can get out of here and head into the kingdom, and the so-called white man be destroyed, and the elect being saved. this world being, America being destroyed, but we have enough to do damage, man. And it's about executing at the end of the day. Speaking for myself first and foremost, the things that you learn, you can test it out in different situations. And actually, it's going to be the Lord, how He likes to work. As I learn, the things that you speak about, He makes you go through them. Or things that you read about. No, He makes you understand it through experience. This is First James 1 and 22. It says, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving yourself. So if you have the script, if you have the information, if you have the playbook, and you don't put it in to works, what you need to be doing is basically worthless. So it said deceiving yourself. So we already know the word. We already know the word. So we have to put it in effect, put it in full effect. Allowing the law, statutes, and commandments, wisdom and knowledge. And it just takes time to really do it. You're not one day gonna wake up and I'm just my best self. No, we still deal with different foibles and shortcomings that we have in our personality and being a brother, but we work on it and pray that it gets better. Or we do necessarily steps it takes to get it, to fix it. So well, is edifying. All praises. We give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who will. Peace, blessing, and citation to the elect. Citations to the elect. And with that, shalom.